We're approaching Father's Day, and one thing that I have realized is that a father is there for his children. Right before we had our second child, we'd been praying that the Lord would kind of take care of us financially so that my wife did not have to work and she could stay home with the children. And we prayed diligently for this. And right before my wife was to give birth, I lost my job. And I remember driving home, and I was really dismayed because we'd been praying that God would provide, and it seemed in this situation that he was taking my job away. And I remember calling my dad and telling him that I was going to sell my Jeep Cherokee and was going to find an old Land Cruiser. I had my sights set on it and drive it. And my dad said, "No, I don't think that's a good idea. Just hold on. You're going to be fine." Without him really saying it, what I heard in his voice was, "I'm going to take care of you. You're going to be okay." Well, what happened was my Heavenly Father was really taking care of me. I immediately went home and I began to work on some side jobs that I had already going. And the phone started ringing, and I stayed busy for 2 years doing side jobs. I ended up making my salary and my wife's salary as well. God took care of us through that whole time. In today's devotional, we see that God takes care of Israel. We have selected verses from Zechariah 14. And it says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of the battle. And the Lord my God shall come, and all thy saints, and the Lord shall be king over all the earth." So there's going to be a time period where everyone rises against the nation of Israel, and God's going to come and fight for her. Interesting enough, we've already seen that. The year that I was born in 1967, that happened. Not all the nations, but the surrounding nations rose up against Israel. And Israel, with a fledgling army and almost no equipment, goes and fights the battle and wins. The news media and others say it was a fluke. But if you ask Israel, they'll say, no. God came and fought for us. I don't know what kind of situation you're in right now. I don't know if you have an earthly father here. I don't know if he's in the picture. I don't know if he's there to fight for you, to take care of you, to love you. I will tell you, there is a heavenly Father that will do just that. While my earthly father could calm and quell my troubled heart, it was my Heavenly Father that heard my cry in my prayers and answered it. Was it in the way that I thought? Absolutely not. Was it in a way that was way, way greater than I can imagine? Yes, it was. He gave me my heart's desire. I was able to stay home with my family. I was able to get clients. He provided for us financially. I didn't have to drive back and forth to work. It was wonderful. Will God take care of you? Yes. What do you have to do? You have to have faith. You've got to trust in him. If I can help in any way, please feel free to contact me. I will help. If I can pray for you, I will pray for you. If I can encourage you, I will encourage you, that you might see God prevail in your life. He is a Father that will fight for you. God bless you. Take care. Have a good day, and be a godly father.